Rich girls are not confident because they're rich. They're rich because they're confident. And confidence comes from these seven habits. And I don't mean the trust fund rich. Rich girls create systems, and the systems protect their energy, their peace, and their standards. It's about walking to a room pre approved by you, not sitting and waiting for validation from anyone else, because whoever can validate you can break you. Rich girl habit isn't about money, it's about standards. And these standards make them act confident because it eliminates any form of anxiety before it even arrives. If you're just joining the channel, welcome. My name is Edie James, and I am a confidence and public speaking coach. And every week, I share valuable information to help you become your most confident self, a better public speaker, and shine in your chosen field. The 10-minute morning rule, a definition of a perfect morning. Wake up, no socials, no phones for the first 10 minutes. Take out time to sit, journal, pray. Now, this is where you set the tone for the day and not the algorithm. You decide for yourself, how is the day going to be? Now, this will take out any form of anxiety, comparison, and make you truly own your day. That is where you take charge of your morning because your morning determines the rest of the day. You get to ask yourself one very important question, which is, what will make today productive for me? And once you realize that, you do just that. Rich girl habits number two, slow down. Rich girls work 1% slower than everyone else. Now, it's not about rushing, it's about owning the space. When you walk into rooms, you take up space, you do not rush because rush shows anxiety and slow shows status. You walk into rooms, own the space. You are the one who pre approves the room you walk into, meaning you're meant to be there. There's no need whatsoever to second guess yourself. So when you're tempted to rush, remember that it's not a rich girl habit. You slow, own your confidence, and speak up. Have morning dates every Sunday. Rich girls know their numbers because financial awareness prevents scarcity panic. Once you know your numbers, you're able to make better decisions. Have those money dates. Discipline yourself to know your numbers and make better financial decisions. If you made a mistake last week, ensure that the next week you're doing better. Never skip your money dates on Sundays. As a matter of fact, if it were possible, it would be every day. But just for reality's sake, make it every Sunday to have an appointment with yourself and check that account. Rich girls are not surprised about their accounts. They know their numbers because certainty is equivalent to confidence. Look the part. People don't pay you based on your worth, they pay you based on what they perceive your worth. And what says the first hello is your look. Make sure that it is worth it. And the good way to make that happen is to pick outfits that resonate with your brand. Outfits that makes you look put together and expensive. So my recommendation will be a three-column outfit that you can easily rotate and it suits your brand. This eliminates any form of time wasted on mental energy of what should I wear? No, your time is valuable. So eliminate that by picking outfit that suits your brand and can be easily rotated. When you look the part, you say the price. So check your wardrobe and see what needs to be decluttered and what needs to make room for the new. Speak less. When you walk into a room, observe, listen to what the conversation on the table is. When you make a point, take out time to think and be sure that it is valuable. When you eventually get to speak, because you don't speak first, but speak less and speak once, you say a point that is so valuable to the conversation, and people tend to lean in. Remember, you're not trying to show off. No, you own your energy. So say what's valuable and stop rambling. Rich girls are always looked out for in the room because when they speak, it's what being listened to. Protect your energy. Curate your input just the same way you curate your outfit. It's about surrounding yourself with things that make you become the better version of you. Anything that's draining you has to be eliminated because your brain is like a real estate, and having people who drain your energy is like having tenants live rent free. That shouldn't happen. Surround yourselves with books, videos, information that help you become the version of the person that you want to be. Now, this is the time to take a look at what you consume. If it is not making you a better version of yourself, it has to go. Your association, you reflect them. So ensure that what you want to reflect is what you see yourself becoming. If you don't like the room, excuse yourself and make your table. The people who are meant to be on your table will find your way to you, or you walk into rooms that the conversation reflects you. Leave first. Yes, rich girls understand that when they walk into a room, it is best to exit dates, events, parties, meetings at high point. You only stay in the room if your attention is needed. Lingering is not a rich girl habit. Hovering around is not a rich girl habit. Only be where you are needed and stay for the amount of time. When you tend to leave first, this is what you're communicating to people. My time is important, my time is valuable, and when I make out time to be there, it is worth it. So treasure it. Are you ready to enter your rich girl era? Then these 7 habits should not be missing. Rich girl habit, as I did say at the beginning, isn't about money, but it buys you your peace, your energy, and your standard. Once you're focused on becoming a better version of yourself, some habits would have to leave. Now, if you're watching this video and you're thinking to yourself, I'm not a rich girl, this video isn't for me. Well, rich begins in the mind before it takes place in the body. And as they say, if you haven't gone there in the mind, you haven't gone there in the body. So if you want to enter your rich girl era, if you want to enter your confidence era, it all starts in who you want to become. Do you have a picture of her? Show up every day like her. In how you dress, in how you talk, in how you walk. This is you investing into your future. Who do you look like 10 years from now? Show up looking like that today. And what you're going to say is, you start attracting the life that you want. And if you're just beginning your confidence journey, check out this video.